Hi, my name is William DeLong. I'm going to be talking with you today about how a strong password is something a person would always want to have. A strong password is important protection to help you have a safer online experience. So this way, people you don't know won't be able to get your password because you're going to make a complex password. There'll be something that'll be hard for an attacker to guess, and eventually, after a while, you get used to writing out these complex passwords and understanding them much better. Um, there are some things that you should not have your password be, and those things would be never have your password be any kind of dictionary word in any kind of language, in Spanish, English, Chinese. Just never have it be a word that's in the dictionary. And another thing, don't use common misspellings of words of like how people would use abbreviations. Don't use abbreviations as a password. And another thing about that is don't use words that are spelled backwards because someone could guess that if your password could be your last name, but then it didn't work and then they spell your last name backwards, and that'll cause them to guess your password because you used something that you should not have used in the first place. Another thing is don't use sequence or repeated characters. An example of that would be using number 2222222 like that. And another example would be don't use never use a password like QRE, sorry, QWERTY as a password because that's like the on the keyboard. It is the first like 5 letters, 6 letters on the keyboard on the top there. That's something you never want to do. And another example would be don't ever use like ABCDEFG as your password. And then one more thing that you should never use is never use personal information. Your birth date, your driver's license number, passport number, or anything that's similar to that. Now there are a few steps to make a complex password that I will help you out with today. The first step would start, like, get out a pen and paper or use Word and write a sentence. And an example could be write this sentence out. Complex passwords are safer. Remove the spaces between the words in the sentence for the next step, and you'll have complex passwords are safer, but you will have it'll be no spaces. That will be the second step. Now the third step is you want to turn words into shorthand or intentionally misspell words. And I'll show you an example on here. If you can see this, and you will see I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you look at com complex passwords are safer, and look under here, you'll see that a couple letters are taken out and the words look different, but it's a complex password anyway because you're turning a sentence into something else where after a while you get used to understanding it and remember things like that. And then like the final step that you want to do when making a complex password, after you finally do the remove the spaces between the words, turn the words into shorthand or intentionally misspell a word, what you want to do is add blanks with numbers at the end. Put numbers that are meaningful to you after the sentence. You could end up doing like say like you wrote the sentence, uh, hi, how are you? So you write out hi, how are you, without the spaces, and then you can turn the U into a U, and you can turn the how into HW, and then after the end of that, you would put on a couple of numbers, like say the year you graduated was 1999, or that's a meaningful number to you. Put 99 at the end, and then if you wanted to even, you could put 99 at the beginning, so it could be 99 HW AREU 99, or you can make it a little complex and make it be like 99 HWRU, and then put like 2278 at the end. That way, you just make it so that the password is something that you never thought you would use. Basically, is what you use as a password, and you just got to make it complex for you, so that knowing that it's challenging for you to even remember, it's going to be even more challenging for somebody else to even think about trying to crack it. So that's something that you want. And then another thing about with passwords and everything, you never want to keep the same password for your email, whatever it is that you're doing online, the same thing for a certain amount of time. You always want to keep it changing. So like you could do like every 3 months, you change your password into something else. So that way, every 3 months, you're given a chance where you're going to know that no one's going to be able to guess your password, because it's not going to be the same password forever. And length is always something too. You always got to make sure your password is at least 8 characters long. And and like I said before, variations. Change your passwords often. You could set up an automatic reminder to update passwords on your email, banking, credit card, websites every 3 months, like I said. And that's something helpful. Like I said, it will help you find I'm sorry, it'll help you by not being attacked by someone guessing your password, because you are changing your password every so often. And then another thing is the variety of the password. Don't use the same password for everything. Like the cyber criminals, they can steal your passwords from websites that have poor security. And so say they steal your password for Facebook, and your password for Facebook is the same exact password as your bank website. They're going to go on your bank's website, get your routing number, your checking number, and start stealing money from you. And that's something you never want to do. So please remember, when you are going to make a safe password, safe complex password, you always want to start with a sentence or two, and then you change that sentence by taking away the spaces in the sentence, and then you want to like just eliminate a couple letters for each word, because you're basically going to turn the words into shorthand or intentionally misspell a word, and then from there you're going to add some numbers at the end. The numbers just make it harder for the criminal to guess. And always remember, avoid using repeating characters like A as a password, or 9999999 as a password. And always remember, never use important information. Never use your name, birthday, driver's license number, passport number, or anything similar to that. So I hope these steps will help you make a strong password, and I hope you are considering to use a strong password after seeing what I just showed you. So have a great day, and I hope that you learned a little bit from this, and I'll see you next time.